America. But this is America. We're colonizers. That's what we do. See, we
Hold on,
are.
introduce the little chat
I'm
box
sorry.
right here.
I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
It's
You
okay.
gonna introduce him again? You know he was up here, right?
No, that's not that same one.
That is. Ghost, were you up here
What?
before?
No,
What?
Ghost Trucker.
Yes.
You want to introduce it? Were you up here earlier? Or this your first time?
I don't recall being up here earlier. So
Yeah,
I
I
don't.
didn't think so. It was. I
You
think
a
the other one
damn
was.
lie. That was him.
His name was Ghost. Ghost something else.
Ghost Trucker. Ghost Trucker.
Ghost, are you
But
lying?
Okay, go ahead, FM. You got it.
he's a
It's yours.
troll,
Go ahead.
troller. Yeah.
Well, golly.
Because I saw him in the box. He got 3,100 over 3,100 followers. What do you want?
Wonderful. He's a troller. That's fine.
What do I
Makes
want?
money
I
off
was
of it.
invited up. I mean, I
Okay,
thought y'all
so
wanted to
you
talk.
had you had a lot to say in the chat. So what do you need to say?
Oh, I was just all I said in the chat was don't treat my people bad, and that Donnie T's doing great. It was pretty
Who are your
benign.
people?
It was a benign
Who,
comment, I thought.
right. Who are
Your
your people?
people, like,
Let me do this, please.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay. Um, Ghost Trucker, who are your people?
Oh, white people don't treat us bad. We're okay. We're cool people.
Interesting. Renzel, your backdrop that you had earlier, post that other person's name was Ghost Debater. He was a black guy. Ghost Trucker is
I hear you, FM, but Ghost Trucker was in the comments way before
yeah.
the other Ghost was. That's why I said I remember
Oh,
him, the sound of his voice too. But I'm saying, you
oh,
got it. I got faith in you.
okay. I want him to answer the question, or just look at the prompt here.
Hmm.
Can you read that and just tell me what you think about that?
Uh, I mean, that's one person's opinion. The president can have his opinion if
Right,
he wants, I
his
guess.
opinion. Well, no, he said it right, but we were waiting because I wanted you to address that to see what your opinion, your thoughts were about that.
I mean,
Just curious.
I would have to know what he's talking about. If he can cite specific examples and whatnot. I've heard it on both sides. I've made the claim that even the Jim Crow I'm sorry, Jim Crow era laws that hurt white businesses as well. Um,
How?
be, uh, because I mean, who wouldn't want if you owned a business in the Jim Crow South, right? And you are a white
Mm-hmm.
person, okay? And I've made this argument several times. Why wouldn't you want those extra customers to come into your business? Those
Mm-hmm.
laws as well affected white owned businesses because it was almost like
Mm-hmm.
a cultural thing and a an accepted thing to not compete for those extra black dollars. You see what I'm saying? So on the other,
Mm-hmm.
I can see the argument being made on both sides that maybe the civil rights era legislation or the civil rights era might have led to some innocent whites being treated very badly. So I mean, I could see it, but I mean that's the way our history's been. It's been a messy back and forth. So I could see that.
Anybody want to address that?
So
Well,
why do we have to change? Like, what does it matter if you're white or black or red or green? Like, we're all bleeding the same. We all live in the same place. Why does there have to be lines crossing, like,
because
to say that you are?
the green
But
dollars.
why?
Hold on, Rashawn.
Okay.
Hold on, huh? And you're right, the green dollars and everything. And it's not about these colors, these times. It's about the people above that are making us fight against each other. Like, that's the
Right.
thing I want to make sure. Like, they're
I agree
just
with that.
that they're like they're here laughing like, oh, they're fighting and we're making all the money. No, we gotta hit them with their pockets. That's how we're gonna hurt them. That's how we gotta stop this. Like, I hate to say Luigi Mangione, but he was an example of what happens when you're hit to a corner like a rat. And that's what's happening. It's going to be to the point where it's going to eat the rich. That's it. Like,
All right.
that's how it's
Okay.
going to happen. And all white
Okay,
people
land your
who
plane.
think,
Land your plane.
sorry,
Go
and
ahead.
all the white people who believe that this is just, no, history will repeat itself, and you will be accounted for all these bad
Mm.
decisions you're making. That's it.
All right, go ahead, Rashawn.
Well, just wanted to. I mean, the lady that was taught, I forgot her name. She's from Minnesota. It doesn't sound to me like she's too worried about what's going on affecting her. She seems to be doing okay, and I'm glad to hear that. That even though there's the commotion around her, she's unbothered, and I think that's a good way to live your life. Don't live your life in fear. Go out and do what you got to do, and there you go.
Was he? He missed everything that you said, Rashawn. He
Could
missed
I?
everything that you said. He didn't hear that you feared for your sons. He didn't hear none of that. He didn't hear
Or
he
No, I
was
just
all past that.
maybe.
or Ghost, are you saying that congrats to her for not believing in the bullshit? Is that what you're saying?
No, I was just trying to say it seems like you know that. I mean, she seems to be a citizen. If I'm right, in that assumption, and that from what she said, it doesn't seem as though ICE is really targeting citizens, even though she says she pretty much looks like all the rest of those people that she lives around, the Liberians. They're not bothering her. So I'm I'm
What are
just
you
saying.
talking about?
So so you said you're okay with what ICE is doing?
Well, you know, I haven't heard of ICE deporting like Americans, like people who belong here. You know, I mean, I've heard that rumor, but I haven't. And whenever somebody gives me a name, I go research it and I say, well, they weren't a citizen, so you know. I mean,
Hold on,
Same dude,
Rashawn.
FL. Same dude, FL.
Hold on. So, Greg, see, you have a picture up. You want to tell us who she is? Greg, see.
Sorry, I was on mute. Ghost, do you see this woman in my profile? Sorry, on my background. Do you see her? Yes, no, maybe so.
go
I'll
on.
assume that the answer
I'm
is yes.
listening. I'm listening. Go on.
Okay, her name is Dulce Diaz Morales. She was taken from Laurel, Maryland on December 12th, 2025 by ICE. She has citizenship papers, and I can give you the case number if you want. She was held in Texas until, she was transferred around. She was held in Baltimore, then held in Louisiana, then held in Texas, moved around. Her son didn't know where she was. She had no contact with her 5-year-old son for weeks. She's recently been put back in Laurel, Maryland. She's wearing an ankle monitor. She continues to fight to prove that she is a U.S. citizen. She has valid citizenship papers but ICE is contending that they are not valid. So therefore, what's going on is that this woman, who is a U.S. citizen, she was born here. She is not a naturalized citizen. She was born in the United States. She's 23, and she's fighting for her citizenship. She's one of many cases where this has happened. Not just one. This is not just one. This is many. So when you're talking, so I mean, people are like, well, they're going to make mistakes. Well, they're going to. No, she shouldn't have been taken at all. She shouldn't have been taken at all.
Period.
The veteran that fought for this country was deported to a country that he hadn't seen since I think he was 3.
7. You're talking about the Korean guy.
Yes. An American.
So yeah, a Purple Heart. He was also a Purple Heart, service member, a Purple Heart service member, and he was deported for an infraction that he committed years ago and already had done his time for. So what are you talking about, Ghost? It's happening. We have in our country right now the modern American Gestapo, and if you don't want to be called a Yahtzee, don't act like one. What?
Okay, it is your contention and her contention that she is a citizen, and it's the government's contention
she is a sealed, serialized Maryland birth certificate. It is extraordinarily difficult to fake.
That she's an American citizen. Yeah.
She has a sealed, serialized Maryland birth certificate.
Again, that's your contention, sir. I understand you believe the media.
That's my
contention.
Yeah, hold on. Yes, Goose, that's my contention,
you've been talking
sir. That's
a lot,
my contention
Greg.
right
would
there.
You like me to respond, or would you just want to?
You're not responding to me, sir. You're just saying no, that's not true. You're not showing me any proof to the opposite.
Okay.
And you said you look up, Ghost, you said you look up the cases, don't you? You haven't looked up.
I'll give him the case number.
Yeah,
Hold on one second. I'll give him the case number.
I got it right here. I've already looked it up.
Her case number is 25-CV-04151. I'm just making sure.
Okay, thanks. So it is your contention and her contention that she's a U.S. citizen, but the government.
Yes, and I already know what ICE says.
Okay.
And I already know what Pamela Blondie says.
You know what it sounds like to me that she was a DACA recipient.
Timu Barbie. What I already know what Timu Barbie
thinks. It sounds like to me that she was a DACA recipient, and they're deporting her based on that. Yeah, and that's why they deported her.
So she was born here. She was born here.
DACA is unconstitutional.
It's not.
That does not protect it. Yes, it is. It literally is. It literally was.
Since when it's
DACA
unconstitutional?
Delayed action for childhood arrivals was unconstitutional.
When was that ruled?
Barack Obama said it himself before he did it over 20 times. Sir, that's true. And if she was a DACA recipient, she is eligible for deportation. I'm sorry.
So then, are you eligible for deportation?
Okay. It wasn't delayed action. It was. She was. Follow me.
Okay.
Born here.
Okay.
Ghost. She was born here. That makes her a citizen under the 14th Amendment, whether you fucking like it or not.
That's.
And he don't like.
That's not.
And he don't like.
Okay.
If she wasn't white, then you automatically deem her.
No, even if she was white, I would still be saying the same thing.
Why aren't Russians and
I don't
South Africans
care what skin color they are.
So first of all,
yes,
you're not going to keep talking over me.
No, I don't.
You're not going to keep speaking over me.
Just to let you know.
Well, Greg's been filibustering for about 5 minutes, and I've not been able to respond at all.
Hey, Ghost.
You know what? I'm going to keep on. You know what? Just because you did that, I'm going to keep on talking, Ghost. I'm going to just keep on talking right over you.
Well, keep on.
FM, you're kind of.
Greg, Greg, calm down, man. I was on another live. You was doing that, man. Calm down, Greg. Not today, my boy. Calm down. You know we with you, man, but calm down. And FM
for 5 minutes.
FM, that don't sound familiar.
No, maybe I was asleep when he came up.
It does.
I'll say it. Go ahead, FM. It's your world.
I'm really tired of him, actually. because basically what he's saying, and he can deny it, but if she's not white, then she's not right, and she has to go, even though
That's
she was
all he's
born
saying.
here. Yeah, even though she was
Mm-hmm.
born here, but she didn't have blonde hair, blue eyes, so she has to go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, honestly, FM, does it really matter? We just literally watched a blonde hair, blue eyed person
Oops.
pretty much get unalived, and they still don't care. So at what point in time do you say that people
Mm,
actually have a heart, or is it still sitting on their nightstand waiting for somebody to have a bleeding heart for them when they come into certain
mm,
circumstances? I'm just going to
absolutely.
say this because I'm starting to get a little irritated, and I want to respect
Hmm.
Renzel's space.
Hmm.
At the end of the day, we need to stop pointing fingers elsewhere and start pointing fingers at ourselves in the mirror. We have a lot of self reflection that we need to do as individuals before we say that we love thy neighbor and our fellow American
Mm,
citizens,
mm,
whether they were born here or migrated here. You have no problem of partaking in their music, their food, their fashion, their
mm,
dialect. You have no problems of going into their countries and vacationing there. Yet when they
mm,
come here, we all of a sudden we have all of this outrage. At the end of the day, they are not the problem. The ones that are being the problem right now, in my eyes, and this is just my opinion, this is nothing of the host, the panel, or even TikTok. This is just my personal opinion.
mhm,
We have Captain Kankles and his cronies who are sitting on billions of dollars, that is sitting there with multiple houses, multiple cars. Children are set up for life, grandchildren set up for life. Yet we are sitting here trying to figure out how we're keeping roofs over our heads, how we're keeping the lights and the gas on, how we're putting gas in our car, how we're keeping our car, how we're trying to keep our medical, and how we're just trying to survive. Yet we're finding everything wrong with everybody else. Can we please change the focus? Because the focus is not you're bad or that person's bad or that person's bad. We literally have billionaires that are stepping on your fucking necks. I don't care what background you have. Y'all are all getting up every fucking day and y'all putting in the hard work and working 8 hours just to survive while they're sitting laughing at you, fighting amongst ourselves.
mhm,
We need to do better. And the fact that we're okay with these little fuckers running around here rounding up people and the way that we're justifying it, that is fucking wild work. I hope it does not show up on your doorstep. I hope that whatever it is that you're speaking out into existence does not boomerang back to you. Do better, people. Renzel, I love you. FM, sis, I love you. But I have to go because this shit is fucking mad work.
yes. I love you
Be
too.
Okay,
exotic.
beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Thank you.
coming by.
Remember,
Sorry, I
I
lost my
mentioned.
temper.
Remember, I mentioned earlier. I said there are some people amongst us that are soulless. That
Mm-hmm.
are they inside of them is so dark that they can't even see their way out. Well, this is one right here. He's one of those people. He has no soul, but I guarantee you he'll call himself a Christian and says that he follows Christ. I guarantee
You
you he
know,
will.
I
Thank
was
you,
just
FM, because
reading
a
about this
lot of them
case.
Christian people, if you look back in the day, they would get out of church and go view a lynching. So and
French fruit.
that's why Nakima went in that church. That man is a part of the ICE board here in St. Paul, Minnesota.
Hmm.
And so people, salt and sugar look the same. You know,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
people just say, "Oh, it's not me. Oh, not me." We got MAGA taking care of our children. We got MAGA, whatever. It is frightening. And for him to
Hmm.
say that I walk the street safe. No, I don't. I do not. They picking up brown and black people too, as well as the Latinos. And I live in a highly populated, immigration area. So why am I? Well, who's to say that they won't pick me up? And I wear braids in my hair, which is typical of of the African culture. So, and they don't know the difference that you can do whatever you want to with your
Exactly.
hair. But just because those stereotypical behaviors, who's to say that they won't pick at me?
You
I
know,
don't know that.
I was just reading about this case that was brought up, and
You not just hear what she's talking about?
according to the Daily Record, which is a Maryland paper.
Okay.
Let's see. According to
I'm
her
waiting.
lawyers, Diaz Morales moved from the U.S. to Mexico with her family in 2009 or 2010, and this is according
After
to
she was
her.
born,
This
obviously,
is
after she was born here,
yeah.
yes.
If I could just not be interrupted, I'd appreciate that. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And returned in 2023 to escape cartel violence. They said she was stopped by immigration officers when she re-entered the U.S. In January. She received a removal order from the Justice Department's Executive Office for Immigration Review. That doesn't sound like a U.S. citizen to me. When you get you come back in and then they
It said
send you a notice.
re-enter.
They know who she is. Sounds like they know
Okay.
who she
Are you
is, and
familiar
she
with
and
U.S. versus
excuse me if I
Wong
could
Kim
just
Ark?
not be interrupted
Are you
again.
familiar with
Thank you.
U.S.
I
versus
am not
Wong
done
Kim Ark?
talking. Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate that,
Look
This
up
is
Greg.
Wong
not
Kim
this is
Ark.
not your
Look him up.
Appreciate.
live. This is not
Well,
your live.
I was about to land my plane if
Okay,
I
go ahead.
may.
Go ahead with your bullshittery. Go ahead.
Okay, I've been muted. I guess not.
Okay.
Unmute and finish.
Now, I'm about done with your bullshittery too. Bye.
You can go.
Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you. Soulless bastard.